It looks like I'm live. Hi everybody, this is Richard Mitchell. I'm the head, I guess, of the Tulsa Game Developers group. We haven't really done Facebook Live before, but I thought this would be a good way to sort of announce some of the things that we're doing here at Tulsa Game Developers and to hopefully reach more members of the group than just like a static post on the Facebook page. So the first big announcement I have to make is that I picked up the new Metroid Samus Returns amiibos today. I got this pretty sweet Metroid right here, and it's squishy, which is pretty awesome. I just wanted to share it because I'm very excited about it. So yeah, very cool. Anywho, yeah, we have a lot of things coming up for Tulsa Game Developers in the next couple of months. First things first, our meeting next week, September 21st on Thursday from 6 to 8 at 36 Degrees North. We are doing a little bit about how to get your game distributed, which platforms you can put it on, meaning Steam, itch.io, or itch.io as I like to call it, and also Android, so Google Play. We'll be looking at all of those and sort of going over what you need to do to get your games on those services, and also just doing a really brief look at some of the things you can do to get your game noticed. So not like a full-on marketing talk. I think that's something we need to do at some point, but just for now it'll be more like some basic things you can do, like how to make GIFs of your game and post them and things like that, and just get people interested in them. So that's coming up this September. And next month, October 12th, is going to be our very first Game Dev DrinkUp. If you haven't heard of Game Dev DrinkUp, this is actually an international organization. It's people who get together every month, and it's kind of like a meetup, except people just kind of get together at a bar, they have a couple drinks, and they socialize. Might be kind of strange for some of us if we're not all really good friends, but it's just an opportunity for everyone to sort of talk to each other in a really relaxed environment. And actually our first Game Dev DrinkUp is going to be really cool. It's going to be October 12th, which is the day before the XPO Game Festival gets started. And what's really special about that is all of the indie developers that we're bringing to XPO will actually be able to come to this Game Dev DrinkUp. And it's going to be at the Max. And again, this is Thursday, October 12th. I don't actually have a time yet, but if you're a local game dev, you should be on the guest list and get a couple drink tickets. And even if we can't make that happen, I mean, it's open to the public anyway. So you can come in and meet some of these developers and talk to some of your local Tulsa developers, and who knows, maybe even some people who can't make it to our regular meetings can make it to this one. So I think you definitely want to show up, and we're going to start trying to do this every month. And I really want to thank Ray Gutierrez and Brittany Parks, who have been putting this together. You might have seen them in the Facebook group a little bit. They both have a history in the game industry as game journalists, and Ray was one of the founding members of Destructoid. He went on to work at PlayStation, so he knows what he's doing. And I'm really glad that they're here in Tulsa and that they can help us arrange some of this stuff. And I think maybe we'll have even more events coming in the future. We're going to try to do this Game Dev DrinkUp every month. So I hope it's a nice opportunity for people to get to know each other and maybe form some creative relationships. I think that we could certainly use more of that. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, October 13th to the 15th is the XPO Game Festival. I think most of you probably know that I help organize content for XPO. Should probably put the graphic up. I help organize content for XPO. So this year we're bringing in just a ton of independent developers from around the world. I think we have, right now, more than twice as many as we had last year. So we're bringing in one studio from as far away as South Africa. And they will be on the show floor showing off their games. You can play the games, get to know the creators. We have a lot of developers that are regional here. We have some from Oklahoma City, we have some from St. Louis. So this is a good opportunity for people in our community to come out and meet some of these developers and do some networking and start relationships. You could make actual business relationships out here, and I hope that we do. I'd like to see that grow and become more common every year as XPO continues. And I think the same thing about the DrinkUp. People say this a lot, but it's all about who you know. That is 100% true. And the more people you know, and the more people who know what you're doing, the things that you're working on, the more likely they will remember you, and you might remember them and think of some way that you can help each other. So I absolutely recommend you come out to XPO. In addition to all the developers that are coming out and just showing off their games, we're also doing game development panels. So most of the indie devs that are coming out are giving panels on different game development, game design concepts. We have some more sort of industry-wide panels about different trends that are happening in the game industry, some more individualized events like how to build visual novels or your own kind of text-based adventure games. And so there's an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to meet people who are actually, professional game developers and studios that have gotten their games out into the world and published them on platforms from PlayStation to PlayStation VR, Xbox One, PC, iOS, Nintendo Switch. We should have a couple Switch games out there, so you could actually get a lot of really valuable information. And tickets are on sale now. I think we should have a couple volunteer slots available if anyone wants to show up without having to pay for a ticket. We will have the Made in Oklahoma booth again. So if you're in this group and you're from Oklahoma and you're making a game and you're interested in being part of the Made in Oklahoma booth, let me know. We're going to have 3 to 4 hour time slots available for people to just kind of own the booth for that 3 to 4 hours. There's some caveats. We probably can't give you power, so you won't be able to plug in a desktop. You'll have to bring in a laptop, probably run off battery power. If that changes, I'll let you know. But if you're interested at all in showing your game and getting a free pass to XPO in the process, definitely let me know. We have 3 or 4 people who have already expressed interest in that. And I think if I remember correctly, I think probably I'm going to have 6 or 7 time slots, because 3 or 4 hours is a pretty long chunk of time in a single day. So if you're interested, definitely sign up. I'm going to put lots of information in the text of this video after I'm done, assuming Facebook lets me edit it. So I'll try to put links to everything that I've been talking about. So XPO is coming. Definitely check it out. It's going to be huge this year. We should be publishing the schedule pretty soon too. So if there's a specific panel that you want to see, you should be able to figure out what day it's coming. Saturday and Sunday generally are going to be the best days for any trade show. I would also say Saturday, Bit Brigade is coming back, and they're going to be performing, let's see, Bit Brigade will be playing, if I can remember, Castlevania, and Batman, and DuckTales, and I've actually seen the set. It's pretty incredible, so that's not game development related, it's just cool. So you should definitely check that out. And then also, you should know that on October 19th, for our October meeting, we're partnering up with Coding Dojo. And if y'all don't know Coding Dojo, it's a new coding boot camp that's set up shop here in Tulsa. And they're primarily for, software development and web development, but they teach a lot of skills that are certainly applicable to game development. So like C# and JavaScript and those kinds of things. And we're partnering with them next month, again, for our October 19th meeting at 36 Degrees North. One of their instructors is going to teach the group how to build the game Space Invaders, the old retro arcade game, using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And JavaScript in particular is something that you might find useful as a game developer. I think Unity still supports JavaScript, for example. And we're actually going to be partnering with them for our November meeting and our January meeting, where we're going to be going over how to build Tetris and Pac-Man, once again with some HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Those should be really fun events. I would also expect that we're probably going to have higher attendance on those days, because we're going to get a lot of people who are kind of generally interested in Coding Dojo and in web development, or just learning how to program in general. So you might have a chance to meet some new people and, again, build some relationships. We're really excited about that. It's going to be really fun. And I should mention about XPO, I totally forgot. Some of our own members are going to be there. Daniel Jackson is going to be there. He actually has a booth. He's going to be showing off his game with Deshaun. And you should check it out, support them. You can vote for them and the XPO Awards, the audience awards we're doing this year. I will stop shilling now, sorry. And speaking of Daniel, he and I have been talking about kind of what we want to do with Tulsa Game Developers and where we want to go. And one of the things we're going to be doing in the next couple of months is kind of putting out some sort of survey for our members to fill out, to just find out what it is that you want to get from Tulsa Game Developers, what interests you, and where you would like to see the group go in the future. We're also interested in knowing, the skill sets of the members that we do have. So what do you work in? Are you an artist? Are you a programmer? Are you a game designer? Are you an Unreal dev, a Unity dev? Maybe you're making games in Phaser, using HTML5 or something like that. But we want to know what the skill sets are so that we can start organizing more events that people will be excited about. And come to think of it, I actually didn't prepare a slide for this. But the last thing I do want to mention is that we are preparing for Global Game Jam 2018. It'll be in January again this year. If I remember correctly, it's January 26th through the 28th. We're talking to a couple of different groups about hosting the event this year. Hopefully we can have it at the University of Tulsa. Fingers crossed. Everyone, if you're watching this, cross your fingers right now. I'm talking to people at University of Tulsa. Techlahoma is interested in helping, and I think they actually wanted to help last year. It was just kind of last minute. But even if we can't get it hosted at something like University of Tulsa, we'll host it somewhere. There will be a Global Game Jam 2018. It's a tradition I definitely want to keep going because I know it really excited everyone last year and kind of got people energized and got people working together and creating projects. So one way or another, it's going to happen. And so mark your calendars for January. If you want to know more about Global Game Jam, maybe this is your first time hearing about it, it's globalgamejam.org. It's just a really cool global game creation event. And we're also looking at starting up another game jam in the summer, and this one would be for web games. We're looking to partner with Mozilla about creating some games for the web, which actually is really easy to do with a lot of tools now. I know Unity and tools like Construct or Stencil, they all can just publish directly to HTML5. I think even Unreal does that now, just with WebGL. So Global Game Jam, another game jam in the summer. We got XPO coming up next month. Game Dev DrinkUp. We're gonna have this survey going out to find out what people are interested in, what their skills are, and trying to get people together to start making some games here in Tulsa and building our community. And we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. And if you like this video and you want to see us do more, maybe every month, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe making some videos, maybe you want to do a quick tutorial on a tool that you like to use, like Blender, or just some little trick you learned in Unity, like how to use the animation suite or something like that. Let me know, because we're looking to beef up our YouTube channel with small little tutorial videos, even if it's just 5 minutes, even if it's just look at this cool tool that I found. Here's what it is. Here's where you can find it. Here's where you can learn more. If you think the short tutorials we did last month for Beatbox and Piskel and the little pixel art editors and things like that. So if there's something that you'd like to discuss, maybe put up on our YouTube channel, definitely let me know, because we want to reach out to our community and build a community, and that's kind of what we're after. And I want to thank both of you who have been watching most of this video, and there was a third in there somewhere, but that person got shy and left, and that's okay. It's fine. I'm shy too. This is really hard for me. So lots of really cool stuff happening. I'm gonna wrap up one more time. Here's my sweet Metroid amiibo. And again, I cannot stress this enough. It is squishy. You can squish it, and it lives on my desk, and I squish it all the time, every day, all day, starting today, because that's when I got it. That's it, everybody. And now you get to that awkward part of the video where I reach toward the phone and I hit the button to finish this transmission. So bye, everybody. See you Thursday, September 21st. Learn how to get your game on Steam, itch.io, Android. It's gonna be fun. Not really sure what to do with my hands. Okay, bye.